Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
Anger is a choice. Anger is a choice. So I found myself the last couple days being angry at my husband. Not necessarily yelling, but angry. And the reasons for are relevant. Like, look it, this is marriage, right? This is life. There is no fucking, unicorns and rainbows and everything's perfect all the time. Like, marriage is fucking hard. Parenting is hard. Business is hard. Life is fucking hard. That simply just is. That's not I wish it wasn't hard, or why does it have to be? It's like, it just fucking is. And so, this morning, I woke up angry. And we've been not talking so much this morning because in amongst kids and, a little bit here and there, but texting a little bit more as we start our day and dropping off kids. I just came back from getting my spine checked. My good friend and chiropractor, Dr. Craig Bentham at BackFit. Shout out to them in Victoria, BC. Best chiropractic in Victoria. And we're texting back and forth a little bit. And I realized in this, we're both sharing things that I'm like, this is my choice right now. I am choosing to be angry. We also can choose to be grateful. We can choose to be happy. So where I live in Victoria, we get some rain. We don't get as much as Vancouver, but winter's kind of a little bit of rainy season, and it's often the conversation of like, oh, is it raining out? And it's, people are always in a better mood when the sun's out. I'm like, I get that. But, their choice, because it is a choice to be happy or not, is like insane that you depend that and say that it depends on something you have no control over that is outside of you, the weather. And I can say that, and I believe that most of you will understand that. Yeah, you can give me studies about how sunshine affects moods and I got all that. But listen, we're not like fucking animals. You are a human being and you have conscious choice. So it's your decision to go, oh, it's raining. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, it's cold. For some of you, oh, it's too hot. Choice. Our emotions are choice. Anger is no different. So when you go down the path of, when you did this, you made me feel, or you pissed me off, or you are the blaming, pointing the finger outwards. And I understand that somebody can trigger you. I had a recent podcast episode and it's called It's Okay to Get Triggered. Like, it is normal to be triggered. If you didn't at times, you're either fucking just like, I don't know, on some kind of drugs which makes you so numb that you don't feel things, or you're just fucking numbing in some other way, or like you're just, I don't know, unconscious. Of course you're gonna get triggered sometimes. Or you're suppressing. And any of that shit is not good. So of course you're gonna get triggered. Of course somebody can do something which then creates a story in your mind, and then you spin that off into anger, sadness, pain, envy, jealousy, like whatever the fucking emotion is, right? Or happy. Listen, it can flip the other way. Oh, but you make me feel, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you control your emotions. They're all choices. When you place the responsibility of your life and the way you show up in life in other people and react as if you are this ping pong ball being bounced around from moment to moment, day to day, week to week, and month to month, depending on how people interact with you, communicate or don't communicate, meet your needs or don't meet your needs, Now here's the other flavor of this I really want you to hear, sister. You don't need to stop emotions. So when people sometimes will classify like good emotion, bad emotion, good emotion, happiness, bad emotion, anger, good emotion, joy, gratitude, bad emotion, like fucking anger, envy, jealousy. Like, there are things for us to see in all these emotions. Do not suppress the shit that you are feeling. Don't suppress it. Like, you have to let that out. So somebody could say something, my husband could say something that triggers me, and I'm angry from that. The choice I've made to show up. The same way I can have my kids maybe say or do something, and I can choose to be angry, or I can take a breath, step back for a moment, and go, what is really needed in this situation right now? Is being angry back at my child that's talking back to me or saying or doing something that's not okay, is that going to get me what I want? Is that going to mean best serve my child? And it's funny, right? Because we can see when it comes to parenting. Because we know that being a parent, having kids, means you got to understand and have a whole lot of patience, and then even more when it comes to being a parent. But we forget that as adults that it's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. So just like we choose our emotions when we're in heated moments or there's drama happening with our children, or temper tantrums, or the bigness, right? That is kids of like, someone hurt their feelings and it's like it's the worst thing in the world. And we might go, come on, man, pull your pants up. Like, just, it's just something to be, we can rationalize this, but the reality is that cognitively as children, their brains are not in a place to process. They haven't had the years and decades of life experience like we have had. So it is a big thing to them. It is real. So we can step back from those and say, listen, I'm going to choose to show up powerfully for my child right now. I'm going to choose to show up and be comfort. I'm going to choose to seek to understand my child and not tell them how they should be. So you feel the fucking anger, feel the sadness, feel the pain, feel the guilt, feel the, like, whatever the stuff is you're feeling, feel that shit. But then there's a period of time where you now have a decision to make. And the decision is will I choose to stay in this place? So I felt it, right? Think of it like, that's not the best analogy, but I'm going to go with it, like throwing up, right? So you throw up, maybe you throw up repeatedly, and then, at a certain point, your body is done with that. It has purged itself of the poison, the toxin, whatever it needs to get out of your body. So when you express an emotion, see it as that. You are vomiting, getting that thing out. You're feeling it. You're allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to feel that emotion. We have a whole plethora of emotions as human beings. You are more than welcome to feel them all. Sometimes all at once. Those moments where it's like you're laughing and then you're crying. It's like, a great movie that can really tell a story might do that, where you're laughing and then it's like really intense, and then you're sad and you're like, oh my God, then you're scared, and then you're sad, and you're like, you're feeling a lot of things. This is the human experience. Don't try to stop it. Don't think that some emotions are bad and some are good, and they are just emotions. They are. There's no need to classify them into categories. But once you have purged, vomited, felt, right, got that emotion out, it's up to you. It's just like, okay, what am I going to do now? And I realized as I messaged back with my husband, I'm like, you know what? My decision to stay angry now is a decision. Do I still want to do this? Does this get me what I want? And the answer is a resounding no, it doesn't. And it's not suppressing, and it's not saying I don't feel this way, but it's realizing it's like, okay, so what do I want? I want connection with my husband. I want him to know that regardless of what he's going through or feeling in his body or feeling emotionally, that I am here for him. And I want him to know that I don't like this way of being. Angry. Sustained angry. Like, it is a conscious choice. It is my decision. It's just like it's my decision and my choice to now change this and say, all right, who do I need to become? This is up to me, right? I got myself into anger. It's my choice to get myself out of it and choose different. So here's my more tip for you today then, sister. What emotion is resounding for you in your life that you either keep seeing a pattern of again and again and again, or is it like a recurring theme, or it's just simply where you currently are, where it is not getting you the results that you want in your life? Like, what is that emotion? So recognize what is it. It's sadness, it's anger, it's pain, it's jealousy, it's shame, like, I don't know, whatever it is. And here's the second piece of this. What is one action you can take today to shift from that emotion to the state that you really want to be in? Not that you have to be in, or that you should be in, that you choose to be in. Because anger and all of our emotions are simply a choice. So this kind of deep work, sister, I have a lot of you message me, lots, to say, like, I'm feeling this, and what should I do, and how come I can't, and da-da-da. And it's like, listen, you really want to get to the crux of what's happening. I have all sorts of different programs that are either from free things. Listen, this podcast is a great example, but if you really want to go there, like, you want to go to the level that's going to get you results, you need to apply for the Evolution. It is my new expanded live event, which is I record this podcast. The next one is February, but there will be a next one again in May. And it is 3 days where we dive deep. And you can really get some clarity on who you are and what you want and the stories that are holding you back. And so here's what I want you to do. The first step, because it is my application, is to go and watch a short movie. So that's over at drkarenosborn.com/the evolution. Link will be in the show notes. And that is the first step of the process. And you apply. Right now there's 6 spots remaining as I record this for the February event of the Evolution. In addition, I still have some journals kicking around. Limited edition, Women Wanting More. Almost 400 have been sent out. Crazy, right? Almost 400. So that's over at drkarenosborn.com/free journal. Take care of a little bit of shipping. I do the rest. And make sure that you are on the Women Wanting More newsletter. You need to be part of the tribe so you can make sure that you have VIP access to everything Women Wanting More. So go over and head over to drkarenosborn.com, enter in your email. I'm also going to send you the More For Action Guide and PDF and video training of how to start your day in power. So I will talk to you in the next episode, sister. A life of more is one step away from you doing the fucking work, which is a choice, every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborn.com/newsletter.